Okay, our beloveds, today we will take a detour and focus on your blessings today. No growth per se, other than to go within and just to sit in appreciation. Our another saw posts this morning which reminded her that being given the blessed opportunity to awaken in the morning is a gift in itself. And no matter how the day plays out, that is the cherry on top. No one is promised or assured another day, or for that matter, another moment. And many of you have never had the realization that life could be snuffed out quite easily. The reality is that most of you would go into a fearful state and not recover if you were placed in such a circumstance. And then there are many of you who have chosen this as your life's experience, and you do have a near-death experience or a near-death experience, which means you either experienced a life-threatening disease, a car crash, or some other traumatizing event where you could have died, almost died, or are in the process of dying. Life is something that is to be appreciated. The little things, the bumblebees flying in front of you, the sun coming up with great assurance every morning to greet you once again, the birds flying around without a care, the coyotes, the bunnies, the snakes, the creepy crawlers, all going about their daily activities without really a care about whether or not they will be alive the next moment, because their minds do not go there. They simply live in the now. And you are blessed two-leggeds, have a greater awareness by having and experiencing an ego. An ego is another expression of yourself, which is the fear-based version of you. Now, this is not to say that animals don't understand what fear is, because they do. If you hit them repeatedly, they will also express fear. But that fear is more of a learned fear, and it becomes part of their autonomic response system. We are talking about you planning out your future, thinking about your past, and the fear which comes from that. And nothing matters more than your fear and the avoidance of anything fear-based. But the reality is, if you all knew how delicate the balance of life is, how your energy form is continually expressing itself every minute of the day and is figuring out how to maintain life, meaning creating a symbiotic relationship between all of the cells and their functions within the body, you would realize what divine creatures you are, and how the mere fact that your clock has not stopped ticking without a constant recharge or winding up in the literal sense, meaning you plug yourself into an outlet or you wind yourself up every day to keep going. It is your sleep. It is your eating habits. It is your meditation habits. It is your relaxed habits where you simply recharge your batteries, right? If you knew how delicate the balance of life was because your life was almost snuffed out or is in the process of winding down, you would see each blessed morning where you open your eyes as a gift where you get to express yourselves. And our another this morning realized that while she has spent around 20 years now raising her children, making them her first priority in most ways, to offer them the best opportunity to be the most amazing human beings that they could be as they prepare to go out and launch their own wings to see if they will carry them through life. And our another now is in a phase where she finally gets to kind of step back and put the focus and priority on herself. And there is such an appreciation for what she has in her life, where she is at in her life, and figuring out how to go forward. This morning she sat there realizing that so many other women who are in her particular situation don't have the financial resources that she has to start again. And she realizes how lucky she is. On the other hand, these other people also don't have her past, her journey, which she must overcome. So it all is kind of a balancing act. She has a way to potentially renew her life, her future, her opportunities, because she has a nest egg to build upon. But she also has trauma from her many experiences, including what she calls her near-death experience, or her spiritual awakening, her Kundalini awakening, which is not easy to overcome, and many honestly don't make it through that particular journey. So she is appreciative of all that she has and how she now gets to recreate or reinvent herself. But it is at a cost. The wounded healer chooses a very difficult path to walk, and many intentionally shy away from this, whether on this earthly realm or on the other side, because it is not for the faint of heart. But many of you have chosen this path, and many of you are quite frustrated by what it looks and feels like in that 3D world, because it is challenging, very challenging. But just realize your path has a purpose. Your path is taking you down a journey through certain experiences so you can learn how to overcome them yourself without the assistance or guidance of another. It is your journey to find that inner light, that inner spark that will get you through this so that you can help others who go down a similar journey. It is not easy when your body is under constant attacks from different experiences, and you do get road weary. But this is the path of the wounded healer. So just honor that within you if you have had such an experience, and appreciate that the life that you get to live between waking and sleeping is the cherry on top. It is hard to find when your life makes you struggle. It is difficult to find the blessings within the fires, within the storms, within the floods, within the raging tornadoes, within the Cat 5 storms out on the sea, within the hurricanes, within the earthquakes. We know, we understand, we see how your energy changes. But just know and trust that there is a purpose and that you can overcome and that you will overcome if you can connect to that divine light within you that will guide you out of this storm to the seashore, and then you will firmly plant yourself as a lighthouse to guide others through the stormy seas. It is not easy. It is not sane to choose such a journey, but many of you nonetheless have done so to help humanity get through this difficult time where you are being pulled through the eye of the needle. We shared the other day what this looks like with the birthing process. You leave the afterbirth and all of that trauma that came with the birth behind you so that you can now really start living on your own without the umbilical cord, without the amniotic fluid around you to protect you, without the soothing pats on the belly to calm you, without all of that protection, because now you are all sovereign beings, and you get to figure out what that means. The life that you live is now the cherry on top. But the question is, what is it on top of? How do you perceive it? Is it a shit sundae? Or is it a beautiful, tasty ice cream sundae, soy ice cream sundae, coconut milk ice cream sundae, almond milk ice cream sundae? What is it that it is the cherry on top of? With your intentions, with your affirmations, with your mindset, you get to choose how you perceive it and how you move forward so that you can begin the long, hard journey of now healing that trauma. You need to step out of the victim mindset and accept that this is what it is and begin to do the inner work to heal that which you have suppressed for your entire lifetime up to now. No exceptions except those avatars who came in fully knowing, fully awake, and fully understanding. The rest of you have suppressed it because you are not in a position to work through it at the time because it is too difficult and you need to survive your childhood in order to make it to adulthood. And in order to do that, you needed coping mechanisms and survival skills. And you did it. If you are listening to this message, you did it. You survived. And now we are here to help you to figure out how to heal. Congratulations. You are all sovereign beings now. And we will help you to figure out what that really means. And this new energy, this Aquarian energy that consists of unconditional love, collaboration, not competition, and simply an expression of you are worthy. And that is it. It is a journey to get there, but you will get there if you set the intention to heal. And so it is. Namaste.